Hey, Coin Junkie. Getting set up for the second half. Hey, Daniel. Alrighty. Let a few more people come in and we will take off again. I'll be right back. Hiya, JC. Yep, that would be good. A 1909 period would be good. I don't have any of the 1909s. So, no real reason to wait. Let's just go on and continue with the rows and let people come back in as they get a chance. We're still 1887, still the oldest penny. Haven't found one older than that. I did take a minute while we were in between streams and went through all the finds so far and went back and captured all of those, anything earlier than 1930, 1940, and separated those. And I was thinking, I don't know how this would work, if it would work at all, but for an end of stream we could do 2 or 3 giveaways, and it could be fill a slot in your book. So if you got a penny album that you're missing some things in, if one of these some of these early finds that we've happened on today, if that would fill a spot, then if you win the drawing, you can use that to pick some coins for your album. So 56. So we've got 134 Wheaties, I think. 36, now 37 so far, in 25 rows. This is the 26th row. No problem, Shell Bell, not a problem. Everything good. I just didn't see a point in waiting for everybody to come back in. They can just get back in when they get here. $58D. $79D. How's your mother doing? She'll be after her hip replacement and all that. There's a 42S. So remind me if I find one earlier than 1940 to set it aside. I was mentioning to Coin Junkie and JC and Daniel that I was thinking about doing an end of string giveaway as album feel. So if any of these early pennies or pennies that somebody needs for a spot in their album, if they win the drawing, then they can choose whichever one fills a spot in their album or something like that. I don't know. We can do something. We got those blazers. Isn't it a good deal? It's a good deal. D. $52S. $84. Not the double ear. Gotta check though, right? 1970S. Okay. 27. Roll 27. I'm gonna have to move these right here. I'm going to continue to knock them over every time I go to the scope. There's a 44. $76D. $1980D. $92D. 76D. There's the wheat penny. 57. It's a 72D. Oop, 72S. Now 53S. 58D. And a 46P. $75. 56. And a bunch of Wheaties in this row. $71D. 88. There's another wheat penny. It's 56. $72D. So I'm going to have to change my bucket out. I've still got a whole box of nickels I got to open and dump. See, another Canadian blazer, another 64. So we are now at 20 Canadian cents for the box. About 5 of those are blazers. And there's a nice 68 blazer that we'll put in the common file. Regular dates, for lack of a better word. 74D. 53S Wheatie. So there's 76. 2007. I got Southern Metal's email on the emojis for the slots. It's going to take a little work, but I think we can get that done at some point, maybe before I get on again. There's another bird scent. That's the third bird scent we found. This one's not a blazer, but the third. That's 21 Wheaties now. I mean, Canadian cents. $74S. $75D and $80D. 60D. It's 52, I think. $92D. That S looks beat up. Yeah, it's got some damage on it. $94D, $95, $04, $04, $99D. So 42D. So 49D. So Blazer 73. D. Got a 66 maybe Canadian penny coming up. Yep, 1966. 1980. That's 22 Canadians now, I believe. Old looking Wheatie. Yep, 17S. That one makes you say, I think I've got all the 17s though. Yep, mine's a little better than that one. So that could be a nice book filler for somebody if you're needing a 17S. I'm going to put that over here in the old pile. So at the end of the stream, y'all kind of, I'll go back over what we've got that might be desirable for a book to fill a slot. And if you win, you can pick which one you want or which few you want. Maybe we'll do 2 drawings and do 3 picks per winner to fill slots in your album. I think that would be a pretty cool way to do this. You can pick Canadians. You can pick wheat pennies. Oh, we have a counterstruck. We have a counterstruck Kennedy and Lincoln. And a 46p. I'm going to put that one in a flip. I know there's really not much to them, but I like finding them. Hey, Treasure Hog, welcome back. We ain't found Mikey yet, but we found his brother, Kennedy. $72D, Counter-Strike. Hey, Jim. Sure, why not, Daniel? Why not? Why not? Why not? So 45. Maybe I'm crazy, but why not? AD. $29. That will go in the oldie pile. $81. It's a $60D. Oops. You got another Canadian coming up that looks like a newer one, or a Blazer 63 or 64. 62, not the close AM. It's a 63. It's another 63. It's a 09, 91, another blazer 63. That's 23 or 24 now. Hey, JC. Okay, cool. That'd be good. That'd be good. I thought that would be a good way to celebrate the box. That looks like a steel cent. Yep. We got a 40, 43 steel penny. Hey, William. Welcome back.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this.
What is it? That's a 43. That's a steel cent. $69D. $63. It's a 56. $80. D. $76D. Hey, B&K. How you doing, Brian? Hope you're continuing to slowly but surely recover from your ordeal. 71D. Good deal, Brian. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. $59. Yeah, we have found another 63 blazer, BH, and another old bird scent. It wasn't in that great a shape though. You can also choose one of the silver dimes if you would like. Those are adheres. $64. $63D. Nope, 51S. Couldn't see it very well. Kind of dark toned. 63D. Looking through some customer wrap pennies. Got lots of wheat pennies. We're at about 150 wheat pennies for this box. 60D. I'm going to have to take a closer look at that one. Jim, ain't there a large date over small date or something on the 60s? I think that's just damage on that O. I see it kind of chopped at the top. That just damaged. Damaged. Oh yeah, I didn't see it on that one. I didn't know that though. Thanks. Any dates you see that you know errors on that I don't look for, give me a shout out and I'll look for them. I did look at Liberty on that one though. 75. We found a steel cent just a little bit ago. Kind of cool. 80D. Yep, that one was damaged, Jim. I saw that protrusion above the 0, but you could see the top was kind of flattened where it had just got damaged. You gave me one, didn't you, Jim? You gave me a large date over small date penny. I've got it flipped up in one of my boxes. 82D. There's the Wheatie. Ooh, that's an oldie, I think. Nope, 1940. It didn't make the cut. $64D. Piece of tape on it. 67. That tape will melt off one of these days. Yeah, I've got one. Jim gave me one, I believe. I've got it in one of my boxes. Gonna have to start a new copper container. The chewed up 58D. $73D. $70 something. $56D. Start a new copper bucket down there. Got about 5 of those full of copper pennies now. Might need some more walkers, Shelley. Oop, there's a 15, 1915. Oop, and I don't have one. 1915P, filled a spot. That's the first spot in my US album that I've been able to fill. Sweet. 1915. Filled a spot. Yeah, you're doing good. Mike the Greek's limping a little bit. You go, Mike. I'm putting a brisket on in the morning. Wish me luck. It's a 54D. Excuse me. Thank you, Shell Bell. $2,000P, not the wide AM. Let's say 42D. $2,001. It's a nice 75. Put it over in the blazer pile. We got an 89 Canadian cent. It's going to be about the 24th or 25th Canadian since we restarted. It's a 52. It's another Wheatie, 52D. There is a 56D. $84. 72SD. I was close. Here is a 41P. And last but not least, a 40P. We're at 150 wheat pennies for the box. We've got 16 rows left after this one. So y'all get those penny albums out. There's another Blazer Canadian. Oop, there's a bird scent. Matter of fact, Coin Junkie, I believe I've got one. Oops. In a package to send to you that you won. Why is it so hard to focus? It's not that difficult. There we go. Flipping the bird again. Very nice. So we've got 63, 64, and bird scent and the Canadian that are all blazers. If you would like one of those for your album, they would for sure maybe be an upgrade to somebody. $58 D. Now let's see what's going on with that D. It's probably damaged, but we'll take a closer look at it. And see, those are the ones that get me. Those are the ones that get me on. Is it a repunch or just damaged, or what's the deal? You think so, William? Oh, that's just damage on that 9. That's just mashed. But the D looks like it's twisted. It's rotated. Let's see. Should be able to see something on it. Okay, thanks, Jim. I'll take a look at that. Well, Wexler's does not show a 79 that is doubled. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Let's see, 79, there we go. I know there's 3 examples on the copper coin site, but none of them really match that one. I don't know. We will, let's flip that one for later discussion. So we did get another blazer. We have a 54S. Really nice. That could be yours at the end of stream, if you would like it. We also found another King George, a 1941. Canadian. So that goes in that pile. And then we've got a few more Wheaties. We found another old one. 54S. One of them was a 20s, I believe. Yep, there's a 20. I think that's 26 maybe. Put that in the old pile. 68D. 44S. 56. And a 79. On to the next row. We got 15 rows left after this one. See, another Canadian, another Blazer 63. That might be the best one yet for 63. Really nice. Might be hard to turn down one of those Canadians if you're looking for a book filler, something to plug a spot in a book. Those things are beautiful. It's a 62D. There's a Wheatie. What do we got? 53S. 2004. It's a 74D. We got another older looking Wheatie coming up next. Not that old. 52. 52S. Oh, okay. Get ready for your dates again. We have another Indian head. This will be number 5 for the box. This one looks a little worn. It might be an older one. We don't know yet. I haven't seen the date. We don't have many people in, so shoot your date out there. Got a 1871 from Jim, 1899 for Shell Bell, 1901, 1944S. Daniel guesses 1877, Williams a 1903, and B.H. Ringer is a 1893. All right, we don't have that many in here right now, so wow, that's not the oldest, but it's older. 1891 Indian head. We'll take it. 1891. So B.H. Ringer was closest at 1893. $58. Goodness, there's another Indian head. It's stuck together. I'm not gonna. It's a 1905. I've already seen the date on it. It's got a ring in the middle of it. In 1905. Stuck to a wheat penny that was almost as old as it was. Another 1910. That may be the most Indian heads I've seen in one of these boxes. We got 6 Indian heads so far. It's 87. There's a Wheaties. 56. The 62D. So 44. Well, there's a 44S there, William. Says that William said that's a semi-key date. I've got several of those in this box. The box is getting hot. 44S. 46D. $59. There's a 09D. There's a 58D, I think. $59D. All right, on to the rest of it. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh wow, whole row at a garage sale. That's nice. They have another steel cent. Let's give it the old Walker magnet screwdriver try. Bingo! That's the second steel cent. That's the 43. Flip the penny somewhere. There it is. 43p. There's another Wheatie. $58D. Well, I hope you win the giveaway, JC, because we can help you with that. They're not blazers, but not too bad. $69S. Steel cent fishing. All right, so we're back to the no roof discussion again. I mean the floating roof discussion. There's the left side. There's the right side. Left, right, left, right. See, I can turn it just right. You can see something. Now you don't see it. Now you do see it. Floating roof, yes or no? 69S. So 58D. $44D. $76D. Wow. Wowie wow. Check out this 44. What year would y'all guess that is if I didn't tell you, hadn't told you already? You don't see many in that good a shape that old. 44D. I could use that for an upgrade, but I'm gonna put that up there for the end of stream. You won't find a nicer 44 than that. I could definitely upgrade with it. $79D. $81D. We got another oldie coming next. 1911. Oh, 11D. That one might fill a spot. Y'all agree it's 11D? Yep, 1911D. Hey, Mike Wolf. $1911D. That one filled a spot. Well, I've got two, and that one is light years better than the one I have. Hope everything's going good with you, Mike Wolf. Hope you got a big fourth plan. Got another Canadian coming up. It's 95. It wasn't that old. 95. 72D. Yeah, I know. It was completely void depending on how you turned it. $13 rows to go after this one. That's okay, James Eller. We still love you. That might be another steel cent. Be the third steel. Nope. There's another bird cent though. The third or fourth bird cent we found. One of them was a blazer. I mean an absolute blazer. It's all good, James. I'm glad you're here now. We want to finish up these last 13 rows and we're going to have a nice giveaway. A couple of them, actually. Oh, 82D. 88. Got another blazer Canadian. It's going to be a 63 or 64. This one's a 64. It's not quite as nice as that last 63 we had, but found a lot of these. We've got 4 or 5. We got 3 or 4 or 5 of each. The 70, the 63 and 64, and then one Blazer bird scent. So, been a good Canadian box. 79 D. 81 D. This is 63. Oh, sweet! Wow. Now that's saying something in you know, just straight out of the bank boxes, for sure. That's nice find in a bank box roll or bank rolls. So 56. So 55D. $63D. Sweet bucket lister. That's nice. Can't get mad at that, as Rob would say. 73S. Better look at that. I think I've got all the S mints up through those copper years. Yeah, I've got a good 73S. $19.80. We are doing brisket tomorrow, but Allison and Jacob had KFC pot pies, and I had tacos. 69S. There's another Blazer 58. Another one of those Blazer 58s. $91. The 71S. Seaweed made it back. Yay, seaweed. We're back up to 11 viewers. We got 50 something likes on the earlier stream. That was nice. That was nice. I always like to see 50, at least 50. You think you've done something when you see 50. $73S. There's a Wheatie coming up. Got a 44S. There's another of those semi-key dates, William. That's a 56D. There's a 51S. '63. Looked like it might be older, but it is older, but it's a 46. Doesn't make the cut on the ones I'm setting aside. So I went back through during the lunch break, the supper break, and went back and pulled every penny we found before 1940. So if those are some that you're needing in your books, if you win the giveaway at the end, you can pick 3 cents out of the finds that we've had today to fill a spot in your book. A little way to share some of these extraordinary pennies. 1980 D. '81. There's another wheat penny behind there. 76D. That is a 57D. '79D. Just checking those mint marks on the D cents just to make sure you don't have a repunch that I'm overlooking. It's a 51S. '66. Well, I'm sure they are. I mean, if I can find English coins metal detecting in Alabama, and I watch a lady that beats metal detecting all over the world, in Europe and what have you, and she finds American change all the time. '58. It's an 82 small date, copper. '76D, kind of a dark tone one. That's a Blazer 69S. Put that over there with the Blazers. See a 51 hiding back there. 51S. And a 79. 88D. 82D. 29. I'll put that with the old finds. 74S. Better look at that one. See what that is. Pretty good, pretty solid in the 70s. On good pennies. $92, not the close AM. 76D, 77D, I'm going to work on that this week, see if I can get the emojis plugged in. Southern Metal sent me an email on how to do it. See if I can figure it out. Gina R's back. Nasty. I might have to clean that one off. That's a 99. I don't want to pass up the chance on a wide AM on a 99. The 55D. There's another bird scent. It's not in bad shape. Wasn't as bad as good as that other one, but it's got some luster still showing on it. That's the 4th or 5th or 6th one of those we found. $74D. There's the Canadian, a 73. So she has the crown and not the ribbon, so that's not a young head. I'm learning, Shell Bell, BH, all you guys and girls. Hello, Gina R. We got 11. We got 10 rows left. Gina R, at the end of the stream, we're going to do a giveaway. I'm thinking two end of stream giveaways. And the prizes will be 3. You can choose 3 of any of the coins that I didn't put in an album, because there's one that I could use, but I'm gonna put it out there for the end of stream too. We found a 44D that looked like it had just rolled off the mint, and it would upgrade mine, but we're gonna leave it in there for the end of stream giveaway. So you can choose 3 of the pennies that we found today for your album if you win the giveaway. We'll do 2 giveaways, and we have pennies from 1910, some of the 20s, several of the teens. We have some Blazer 58, 54s, that would be available. We have some semi-key date 44S's. So we have a lot to choose from. We have 6 Indian heads, so you could choose an Indian head if you wanted. And we have a lot of Canadians, some really nice Canadians, some 63 and 64s that are really nice. I know that's not that old in years compared to some of the wheat cents, but they're in really nice shape. There's a 57D. It's a 99, not the wide AM. 68D. A 42S. $55D. We also found a counter strike earlier on a 72D. It was the Kennedy counter strike, was kind of cool. I found several of those over the years. It's an 80D. It's a 98P. Not the wide AM. So 58D. 57D. 10 rows left. 9 rows after this one. We're getting there. We'll make it by 10. So you guys be getting your books out and checking them twice before we get to the end of stream. Oop, there's another steel penny. That will be the third steel cent we found. 43S. Both we had 2 43S's. I've got a tube of steel cents I haven't gone back and looked through since they announced that error on the steel cent. I need to do that. Never found a counter strike. I found a few. I've got it right here. Counter struck with Kennedy. It's a 672D. I like finding those. That should be an old one. Yep, another 1917. A 57D. We are nearing on. We are closing in on 200 wheat pennies. Well, we do. We've got over 200 because I didn't count the oldies I've got set aside. So we're well over 200. 200 Wheaties. There's another Blazer 54. 54S, I think, or D. I'll have to put it. $54S. Could be yours. It could be yours if the price is right. No, I'm kidding. Easter Bunny. Shelley found an Easter Bunny counter strike. I found a few. I found a couple, one or two, that had the Masons sign on it, and I found a couple that had states on them. There's another Blazer. What we got this time? Ooh, another 44. Sweet! Maybe they won't pick both the 44s. Alright, so look. 2 44Ds. I'm going to upgrade one in my album. Now, call me greedy, or bad names if you want. But what's the chances of finding 2 44Ds like that? So I'm giving one to the giveaway, and I'm upgrading my other one. I mean, look at the upgrade here. So, call me bad names if you want to. But I am going to make that swap for that. And the other one, when it was in every bit as good a shape. Yeah, Seaweed, you need to invest in the scopes. So don't be mad at me. I can't let 2 of them go by. Thank you, JC. There's a 77D. It's a 57D. And that is a cruddy 45, it looks like. Cruddy 45. That one will make the old pile. It's a 39. So that will be up to win at the end of stream if you need a 39. 69D. That's the other 44. Yep, that's the other 44. So it is there for the taking. You can be lucky enough to get the end of string. $77D. All right, 8 rows left. We can see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's a 62D in pretty nice shape. We'll put it over there in the blazers. There's an 09D. It's a 92D. 42S. 47D. More money. Yeah, we found some really. This is one of the 44. We found two 44Ds. Oh, that's a 62. Blazers. More money. If I can get it to. If I can get it to focus. Really nice 44s. So those, and I've decided for those that just came in, for an end of stream, I thought I'd do something to kind of share the wealth here. I'm going to do 2 end of stream giveaways. We'll get everybody entered. We'll draw 2 names, and you can pick 3 of any of the finds that we've had that I've not put in my book. If you are needing pennies for your album to fill holes, if I've found any dates you might need, then you can have one. You can pick up 3 finds for your album. 1947. And then that will be our end of stream giveaway. I'll be doing 2 end of stream giveaways. We've got 8 rows left to go. And I went through during the lunch break and combed back through all of the pennies I've been through tonight and pulled all the old ones out so that I've got them corralled over here on the right side next to the scope. And we have some 1910s. We found 2 or 3 10s. There's a 28. That'll go in the old pile. So and we found 6 Indian heads. So if the Indian head's something you would like, you can choose the Indian head. We found 3 silver Canadian dimes, 2 45, a 43, and a 66, I believe. All those are 80% silver. So if that's what you should want, you can choose one of them. And you'll get 3 choices. We're going to have 2 end of stream. You'll get 3 choices of what you want out of everything we've gone through tonight. $44.54S. $92D. $73S. There's another Canadian. Is that a crown? Yep. So that's going to be after 64, if I'm right. That's a 68, 1968 Canadian. And here's another Wheatie. It's a 55. 7 rows to go. Mike Wolf may need some walkers. Not sure how long you've been in since I got all that set up, Mike. You might not have many. But Shell Bell can fix you up. What other channels can you think of that gives free walkers? There's another 44S. We found several of those. It's a 46S. $68D. 97. 71D was missing the L. There's a Pa's Cabin. It's a P. Not in very good shape. Yeah, she is. 48S. 44. P. $92D. 1980D. $54S. 81D. That one will probably not. I'm going to throw it away. It's bent, so I know it's going to get returned in the coin machine. So I might as well save me some trouble. 75D. 92D. 51S. 82D. If it's a copper, it is. 64. 74D. No, no. I got this from the bank, Seaweed. I'm just kidding, Seaweed. I did have one put back. Could you imagine getting a bank box like this? Crafty Dragon's back. Walker Magnet's lagging. I'm getting tired. We got 6 rows left. Six rows left. We got another dime. This may be that seated dime that Treasure Hog talked about. Let's see. Nope. see a date on this, I don't think. That's an old dime, old Canadian silver, but can't get a date. That's a slick one, but that's the fourth silver Canadian dime we found. And there's a Wheatie. Ooh, that's an old one. 1919. Somebody is going to rack up some spots in their book if they win the drawing. 46. Boom. That's right. Thank you, Gina R. That deserved a boom. 73S. $78D. 62D. The 57 D. There's another 57 D. 82 D. So 57D, another one. There's a 50D. There is another bird scent. That's the fourth. I don't know how many. We found 5 or 6 of these tonight. And everybody gets mad because I'm flipping them the bird. The bird, the bird. The bird is the word. There is a 58, so that will be a young head. See the ribbon. I have learned, not the crown. It's a 58 young head. There's a 72D. And we got back-to-back Wheaties here. 53. And a 53S. $75. $55. All right, 5 rows left after this one. No, these pennies are from Washington State, Mo Money. Mo Money, Mo Money. I'm not as far away. Come on now. I find Canadian. That King George, Shelley, that I tried to send you came out of one of my bank boxes. And that was a sweet one. Treasure Charger, hey, where you been? We haven't been doing this but for 9 hours. $61. Which one is not getting the response on? I can check the cooldown time on it. 1980. Hey, Scott Teskey, welcome. Okay, Treasure Charger, that's all right. You're here. That's all that matters. There's a 51S. D. Four rows to go. $58. Scott, Shellbell can give you some walkers if you need them. $51. Yes. I hear the fireworks starting around here. $50D. So 42. 70S. That got so much damage around it, I can't tell if that's something going on with that or not.
Can't touch this. You can't touch this.
I'm sorry, y'all cannot not like that. Now Scott got into walkers. So, 48D. It's a 55D. $70S. $41S. Seen some better days. $72D. $50, $19.50. Three rows left. That's right. I had to work at it, but it all worked out. So nice 2009D Pa's Cabin. That D is so far down. You know that's hand punched, but they did a bad job, or it got damaged somehow or another.
Excellent!
It's a 44D. That one's not in bad shape, but it pales in comparison to those other two that we found. There's a 44D. That's another 44D. There is a 51D. We have another Canadian. It's an oldie. It's a King George. 1943. That's a war penny. And then we have another for the oldie pile in 1923. Oops, we don't have one for the oldie pile. We got one for the Walker album. Just gotta find it. Ah! That one I don't have. That one I didn't have. 1923. $25 for that war penny. What was that one? 1919. My oldie pile got knocked over. So 1917. Keep those over here. Let me move this pile back over here. We got so many finds going on here. But we are running out of rows, so that will soon be a problem that solves itself. 92D. All right, Jimmy. Jimmy. Jimmy LaCarrie in the house. Quiet as a mouse. Or not. 44D. We are in the home stretch. Pum pum, pum pum. 73S. 52S. Ooh. I think that's just dirt. Maybe a die chip or something, maybe even a machine doubling around the 9 and 5, and I don't know, you can see a little bit of stuff. What do you think about that one, William? Is that anything to be looking at? It's a 58. It's a 44. Oh, Monkey King Metal, what's up? It's been going really well. Hope I haven't missed anybody coming in. Oops. It's a 58D. We are down to the last 3 rows. 54D. We got a blazer or two here. Let's see what we got back here. That's a 57D. 57D Wheatie. Shield your eyes, shield your eyes. That could be yours if you win the giveaway at the end. And another. I have to use the Walker magnet screwdriver. Steel penny.
Can't touch this.
43D.
Can't touch this.
Another steel penny. That's the probably maybe the fourth or fifth steel cent we found tonight. 52S. There is an old one. We need to check the book, refer to the book. That's a 13. P I have. That goes in the old pile for the giveaway. 76D. So 51 S. And 92D. Not the close AM. Alright, let's go through and it's a 79D. Nine 11. We're going to be pushing 10 o'clock. Here's the 57 D. There's a Lincoln on a log. $57D. That's 1980, I think. Nope, 86. Seen better years. 71D. Nope, 71S. '92, not the close AM. Yeah, we're almost done, Seaweed. Hang in there, brother. Hang in there. Y'all have 4th of July holiday tomorrow. That was mean. 1950D. There's another Canadian coming up. It is a 62. That's the young head. 62 Canadian. 77D. And we got another Wheatie. It's going to be a 54S. 75D and a 98D. All right, 2 rows remaining. Whew. 2 rows remaining. It's 11 o'clock somewhere. Do exclamation points, I think, Mike Wolf, to see what kind of points you have. Exclamation point. 82. Pretty sure that's copper. Yep. It's a 52S. There's another bird scent. It's about the 6th or 7th one of those we found. The first time I found one of those, I thought I had something that was really special. But I've found a bunch of them since then. $92D. If that was a 92D close AM, that penny right there would probably be worth 10 grand. 10 grand. There's another Blazer 64 Canadian. You could choose that. We've got a wide selection of those, 63s and 64s. 92D. It's a 35. That'll go in the old pile. It's a 55D. So 46. Yep, 46S. The last row is coming up. Whew! Mercy. Last row. Yeah, I just bought the handheld edition, the newest, the latest 2022 edition, but it doesn't do much for you if you're wanting to look at, a wide range of the grading possibilities for a coin. Last roll. Get those books out. See what you need for fill a book. 56. Because you got some picking to do. $92D. $71D. Nope, $71S. There's a 45. $57D. $51S. Here's a 44. Here's a 53D. Oh no, I'm not buying silver for the sake of silver. Roll of walkers. What will you give me for a roll of walkers? What are they going for with silver down? I still wouldn't take less than $200 for a roll. All right, that's it. I found 8 dimes in a bank box one time. All right, that's it. Hey, Kimball, Choctaw 247. All right, so let's see. I know that's 120 plus the others we piled up there. 30, 40, 50, 60. So about maybe 290 wheat pennies for the box, give or take. I put some in my book, and I've got a pile of them over here that are old, and I have 6 Indian heads. I don't know, we probably got 40 Canadians plus 3 dimes. Maybe more than that, maybe closer to 60 Canadians. So got a lot to look at. Oh, that's all good, seaweed. I'm going to start a end of stream giveaway. We will just enter one time, and I will pick 2 names. I will draw twice, and those two names will have the pick of the finds tonight. You can have three choices. So, three choices. It can be Canadian, it can be Blazers. We got 58, have a 44D, 57s, 54 Blazers. We've got Canadian cent Blazers. We've got 6 Indian heads, with the oldest being an 18. Well, I've got it on the top. 1887 that's been cleaned. That was the oldest Indian head. And we've got pennies from 1910 up, varying dates in the teens. We've got some 20s in there. We've got some 30s. In this pile over here, I tried to separate everything that was earlier than 1940. So the 4 silver dimes, one has not got a date, but you know that it's pretty old because it's got King George on the top. So it could be, early 1900s. So we got 3 dimes you can choose from. Anyway, all of them are up to. You have 3 choices out of all of them. We've got 3 or 4 steel pennies, 2 43S's, and a 43D, and a 43P. May have had 3 different ones. So those are your choices. Going to start the giveaway, and I'm going to take a potty break. This will be end of stream, and we're going to take 2 choices off of it. So jump in now, and I will be back. All right, I'm back. We got 23 people in. Did everybody get in? The last giveaway I see is Choctaw is in. I got Monkey King is in. I don't see any after that. All right, let me get this swapped over. Why is it not showing that one? So there we go. Pick a winner. Did you get in, Gina? Gina, oh yeah, you're in. Okay, we're going to pick a winner. They're going to pick two names. First winner will be Justin Collins. Justin Collins, you get three choices of the coins we found tonight. So I'll kind of go through some of the older ones. I'll lay out the blazers. We got Canadian blazers. So we're going to pick another winner. It's going to be Campbell Choctaw 242. So those are the winners. Are you both present? Congratulations to Campbell Choctaw 247 and Justin Collins. Now the hard part. All right, so we found four silver dimes, a 43, a 45, a 66, and a unknown age, but a really old one. We could not get a date on this, but it is old. So 3 silver Canadian dimes. For the old cents, we have 1910s, 1919s, 1917, 29, 17D. There's a 26. There is a 1910. It's a 1929. It's a 52. How did that get over there? That's a 35. So if y'all need book slot fillers, now's the time. Be looking and seeing. There's a 36. There's a 37. A 39. A 25. A 18D. Nick a dime. Yeah, that's funny. All right, I'm going back to the other screen. We got the winners. Let me complete that. And I'm going back to the other screen. And there is a 18D. That's a nice one. That's a 25. That's a 25. That's another 1910. We got that's a 55. Don't know what that's doing over there. It's a 1917 D. 1921 and a 1915 penny that you could choose any of those. Those are the oldies. I've got a few more. Indian heads. We had a 1887 Indian head. We had, this one got some damage, some kind of circle damage in the middle. It was a 1905. We found 2 of those. And there's a 1891 Indian head. There's a 1902. 1902 Indian head, another 1905 Indian head, and another 1905. So we had three 1905 Indian heads. Those are available. And there's a 1913 Wheatie, pretty old. 1917. So we got some good choices. If you need spots for your album, 1920. Here's the place to get them. There's a 27. 1912. 1913. Happy 4th. All right, Treasure Charger, get some rest. 1916S. So those are the old ones. For blazers, we have some really nice ones. And these would grade in the mint state 64, 63 range. There's a 57. Here is a 62D in really great shape. That's the other 44D. I mean, look at that penny, 44D. Can't find those every day. And a 54, 54S. Here's a 69S that is gorgeous. A 58D. There's a 54. And I upgraded a few of these through PCGS, and they came back as 63s and 64s. It's a 57D. 58D. Yep, the teen cents are really getting rare. 54S. 57D. I just washed my hands. 54S. 57D. There's a 68D that was in nice shape. Last few of the blazers. 57D. Yeah, it had been cleaned. You could tell it had kind of been washed on, Justin. I can go back and show you that again. That was 1887. You're first up, Justin. So that was 1887 Indian head. Like I said, fairly certain it's been cleaned, but it's a pretty one. It's a beaut. So that's one of the choices. If you'd like that for your first choice, Justin, let me know. Let me get some flips out. And as you choose, I will put them up. The 1887 Indian head, okay, a Canadian dime. All right, so I'm going to give you one of the good dates, one that has a good date. How about a 1943 Canadian dime? We'll put that on the other side. And a Canadian young head. All right, so this is, and we had some really nice ones. I like that one there. No, this was the young head Canadian of the bunch. I mean, look at that there, Justin. Look how beautiful that coin is. I mean, that is gorgeous. It's a 1963 Young Head. That's an upgrade in anybody's book. All right, so I got you, Justin. Now it's up to Choctaw. There is yours, Justin Collins. Got you packaged up there. We'll get those out to you. Shoot me an email, Justin, so that I'll have your email to do that with. All right, Choctaw 247, you want an Indian head. All right, you've got 1905s. We got 3 of those. We've got a 1902 and an 1891. Not in bad shape. The 1891, let me get this back up on the big scope. There's the 1891. These are all slick, you know, but that's the other oldest one that I have. The 1903. I've got a couple of there's a 1902. You tell me which one you want. There's a 1891. Here's a 1902. They're in rough shape, but there is a 1905. And the other 1905 was beat up a little more. And then this 1905 here has a ring in the middle of it. So how about the 1891? Is that okay? We'll do 1891. We'll do one of the better Canadian silver dimes. We'll do the other King George. It is a 1945 Canadian silver dime. This is the Dracula era. He got his fangs out, but it's a silver dime. Yep, I got you the 1891 and a Canadian dime. You get one more pick. $3 to $4 on that Canadian blazer. That's a good choice, says Seaweed. All right, one more choice, Choctaw 247. One more choice. It can be a blazer. It can be a Canadian blazer. We actually have a Canadian bird scent that was a blazer. I'll have to find it. Years. The dime, the one that I put in your package, is the 1945. There's also a 1966, and then there's a really old one that I could not get a date on. So for this one, I don't have a date on it. It could not get a date off it. 10 cent. The date should be down here at the bottom, and it wore off. Do you want another dime? You can have it. And then the other is a fairly, compared to the others, anything he says. Well, I'll give you this one because it's got a readable date on it, and if you're doing an album, it would fill a spot. So I'm going to give you 2 Canadian dimes. You got the 65 and the 66, and you've got the 1891, Indian head. 1891 Indian head. So that's going to wrap it up. Are you okay with that, Choctaw? All right, you want the no date one? Okay. All right, we can do that. Put the no date one in there. There you go. There you go. We got the 40s, 45 dime, the no date old Canadian, and the 1891 Indian. Canadian dateless dime, 1911 to 1936, 92.5% silver. So is the other one's 80% seaweed? All right, so that was pretty good. I think we had a good hunt. Man, it was long enough. 2 hours and 44 minutes, about 4 hours on the earlier one. Okay, good deal. So make sure you send me an email so that I can get those off to you this week sometime. I will put that with the other likes. So, whew, goodness. My desk is a mess again. So I will have some cleanup to do. But it's the labor of love, right? Oh, sweet. I like being able to help people with their collections. I think that's a pretty cool way to share some of this stuff that I find, especially in these boxes. We had a blazer bird scent. I don't know what I done with it. It's in here somewhere. But anyway, thank y'all for hanging out with me. There it is. I knew it was there. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Great hunt. That was some hunt. That was a teetotaler. But I am pooped. So, don't know what to say. Good day. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. The dateless 1920 to 36 is 80. 1910. I think there was a D. I don't think there was a 1910 D. There was a 1917, I believe. So, there you go. See? That's why I wait. Awesome hunt. Thanks, Gina. Thanks for hanging around, all y'all. Been a long day. A good day. Good day of hunting pennies. You don't get to hunt these kind of pennies every day, so I'm always happy for the opportunity. Next weekend, next Saturday, we'll be back on the $50, I'm assuming, if the bank comes through Friday. So 10 a.m. Saturday, y'all can join me back again. We'll do another box to have. Happy 4th. That's good, William. Thank you. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Stay safe out there and enjoy your family and your loved ones during the holiday. And we will see you guys next Saturday, and I will see you around the streams this week. Have a